Good, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hi, friends. Hi. Happy Thanksgiving week. Is that right? It is. It is. It's actually Thanksgiving week. Yay. So, my name's Hudgens, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of the Unity Council. And my goodness, what a special place this is. There's a secret sauce here somehow that feels like love and community. So anyway, if you're new here, would you raise your hand if you'd like to be sort of new? Our welcome team folks would like to give you a welcome packet. They'd also like to talk to you and show you around. So for some reason, when people are new, it feels like it's hard to walk through the door to explore, but you sure can. There's a library back there. You can wander around because the whole place can be your home. So go have at it. We have folks who join us online. So hi, folks online. And we typically, so if you look around at how many folks are here, that's about the same amount as who's online. So we're double our numbers here. Today's speaker is our own Sharon. Don't you love Sharon? So the gift of Sharon keeps surprising me, even though I've known you now for four years. But there's a depth to this person that keeps shining through. Her kindness, her ability to bring forth kindness, the level of compassion. This is a deep soul. So we are so blessed. Thank you, Sharon. And surprise, surprise, she's going to talk about kindness today. Her superpower. Our reader today is Lisa Beck, and our wonderful musician, Wonder, Elise Wonder. Yay. Come on up, Barbara.
Good morning. We're doing something different as chaplains, so you get an essence of us. We're coming up and introducing ourselves so that you know who is doing the chaplain. I am the chaplain of the day. I will be behind the stage in the Myrtle Room, and I would be so lonely without you.
That's awesome. Hello, I'm Courtney, and I'm one of the co-chairs of the welcome team. I'm afraid people are going to be wandering in the backstage. It's actually down the hall. I could just see people like looking back there going, "Where's Barbara?" I'm here to let you know that in the bookstore, which the welcome team also manages, that we have a bunch of wonderful, wonderful gift items for the holidays coming up. And in most cases, we only have one of each. In a couple, we have maybe 2 or 3. And we actually have already sold out of a couple things. So anyway, go back there, check it out. If you see something you love, don't wait.
Good morning. So I'm Robert Hudgens, member of the outreach team, and you might have seen a little Charlie Brown tree in there that we've decorated with lots of ornaments. We'd love for you to take one or two, because each one of those ornaments represents a gift to somebody at the Sanctuary Apartments. We're going to have a celebration there on the 17th, Wednesday the 17th. You're all welcome to come. But in the meantime, you have 3 weeks to bring a present. So each one of the ornaments has either a requested gift or which you can bring back. We'd appreciate if you bring back already wrapped, and or there's a number of them that are also just King Soopers cards for $10. So please come and join us on the 17th, but also we'll have 3 weeks of giving up there. Last we had 314 pounds of food, which we gave to the food co-op, or food bank, excuse me, food bank, and $125. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. What a beautiful day today. Anyway, I am here because I'm a member of the Love and Action team here, and because I'm a member of the Zonta Club of Fort Collins for empowering women and girls. And our Zonta Club is having an event on December 2nd at the Chamber of Commerce called In Her Shoes. And it's a game that you play, but it's also a serious game because you learn compassion by what victims of domestic violence go through. And October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and on November 25th, we start 16 days of activism until December 10th. So December 2nd is this event. I'll be putting a notice up on the board, and you're all invited to join. It's free, it's fun, but it's also like, wow, you learn what women go through when they make different choices, or men, or children, go through when they make different choices when they're in a domestic violence situation, going to their minister, their police people, their family, their friends, what the different alternatives can be, and then you go on to the next and progress to the next. It's really fascinating, and it really teaches compassion. So anyway, thank you very much. Yes? Your name? Oh, I'm Francie, Francie Lamb. Thank you.
Since it's a holiday week, the Hawkins group won't meet this week. The office will be closed Wednesday and Thursday for Thanksgiving. And we have a whole slew of events coming up for the holiday season, Christmas caroling at Red Tail Pond, so you can sign up for that. Lil's given a couple of announcements, but it's in the lobby. Thank you. Our annual craft fair and bake sale on Sunday, December 14th. So there's an insert in your bulletin for all the stuff. And from our listening session, some people requested a quiet meditative space before services. So we have that set up. So if you'd like to come as early as 9, you can spend quiet time in there, because Lord knows it's not quiet in here. Okay, let's do our unity prayer together. Our unity centers us in light and peace, allowing us to recognize our God within and to radiate that love to the world. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I would like to invite the choir up. And we've prepared something a little special for you. I've been working with Shelley on voice lessons. So we've been taking voice lessons together, doing voice lessons together. And Shelley is going to perform what we've been working on. So, Shelley Sanderson, ladies and gentlemen. And then we'll also have Holly. Holly will be joining us in some harmonies. So.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing together with the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it will turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. Ooh, 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 This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
Shelley, ladies and gentlemen. And Holly. Holly Gates and the choir. And Peter on bass. Thank you. And now a reading from Lisa.
Good morning, everybody. This was really the perfect song because we're going to be making an allegiance to gratitude this morning. And this is called the Thanksgiving Address. I got to take my glasses off. These words of thanksgiving come to us from the native people known as the Iroquois, or the Six Nations, the Mohawk, Oneida, Cayuga, Onondaga, Seneca, and Tuscarora of upstate New York and Canada. They also did part of our Constitution. The Thanksgiving Address has ancient roots dating back over 1,000 years. So this is a call and response, and when I get done reading each section, you're going to say, "Now our minds are one." Today we are gathered, and we see the cycles of life continue. We have been given duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now we bring our minds together as one, as we give greeting and thanks to each other as people. Now our minds are one. We are all thankful to our Mother, the Earth, for she gives us all that we need for life. She supports our feet as we walk upon her. It gives us great joy that she continues to care for us, as she has from the beginning of time. To our Mother we send greeting and thanks. Now our minds are one. We give thanks to all the waters of the world for quenching our thirst and providing us with strength. Water is life. We know its power in many forms: waterfalls and rain, mists and streams, rivers and oceans. With one mind, we send greeting and thanks to the Spirit of water. Now our minds are one. The fish. We turn our minds to all the fish life in the water. They were instructed to cleanse and purify the water. They also give themselves to us for food. We are so grateful that we can still find pure water. So we turn now to the fish and send our greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. Now we turn toward the vast fields of plant life. As far as the eye can see, the plants grow, working many wonders. They sustain many life forms. With our minds gathered together, we give thanks and look forward to seeing plant life for many generations to come. Now our minds are one. With one mind, we turn and honor all the food plants we harvest from the garden. Since the beginning of time, the grains, vegetables, beans, and berries have helped the people to survive. Many other living things draw strength from them too. We gather all the plant foods together as one and send them greeting and thanks. And now our minds are one. The medicine herbs. Now we turn to all the medicine herbs of the world. From the beginning, they were instructed to take away sickness. They are always waiting and ready to heal us. We are happy that there are still among us those special few who remember how to use these plants for healing. With one mind, we send greeting and thanks to the medicines and the keeper of the medicines. Now our minds are one. The animals. We gather our minds together to send greetings and thanks to all the animal life. They have many things to teach us as people. We see them near our homes in deep forests. We are glad they are still here, and we hope that it will always be so. Now our minds are one. The trees. We now turn our thought to the trees. The earth has many families of trees who have their own instructions and uses. Some provide us with shelter and shade, others with fruit, beauty, and other useful things. Many people of the world use the tree as a symbol of peace and strength. With one mind, we greet and thank tree life. Now our minds are one. The birds. We put our minds together as one and thank all the birds who move and fly about over our heads. The Creator gave them a beautiful song. Each day they remind us to enjoy and appreciate life. The eagle was chosen to be their leader. To all the birds, from the smallest to the largest, we send our joyful greeting and thanks. Now our minds are one. The four winds. We are all thankful to the powers we know as the four winds. We hear their voices in the moving air as they refresh and purify the air we breathe. They help bring the changes of the season. From the four directions they come, bringing us messages and giving us strength. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the four winds. Now our minds are one. Now we turn to the west, where our grandfather, the thunder beings, live. With lightning and thundering voices, they bring with them the water that renews life. We bring our minds together as one to send greeting and thanks to our grandfathers, the thunder beings. Now our minds are one. We now send greeting and thanks to our eldest brother, the sun. Each day, without fail, he travels the sky from east to west, bringing the light of a new day. He is the source of all fires of life. With one mind, we send greeting and thanks to our brother, the sun. Now our minds are one. We put our minds together and give thanks to the oldest grandmother, the moon, who lights the nighttime sky. She is the leader of all women all over the world, and she governs the movement of the ocean tides. By her changing face, we measure time, and it is the moon who watches over the arrival of children here on earth. With one mind, we send greeting and thanks to our grandmother, the moon. Now our minds are one. We give thanks to the stars who are spread across the sky like jewelry. We see them in the night, helping the moon to light the darkness and bring dew to the gardens and growing things. When we travel at night, they guide us home. With our minds gathered together as one, we send greeting and thanks to all the stars. Now our mind is one. The enlightened teachers, we gather our minds to greet and thank the enlightened teachers who have come to help throughout the ages. When we forget how to live with each other, they remind us of the way we were instructed to live as people. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to those caring teachers. Now our minds are one. Now we turn our thoughts to the Creator, or the Great Spirit, and send greetings and thanks for all the gifts of creation. Everything we need to live a good life is here on this Mother Earth. For all the love that still surrounds us, we gather our minds together as one and send our choicest words of greeting and thanks to the Creator. Now our minds are one. We have now arrived at the place where we end our words. Of all the things we have named, it was not our intention to leave anything out. If something was forgotten, we leave it to each individual to send such greetings and thanks in their own way. And now our minds are one.
I'd gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. When all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I would whisper love so loudly every heart would understand that love and only love can join the tribes of man. I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Everyone, love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? When we stand together, it's our finest hour. We can do anything, anything to keep believing in the power between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I said yes, I do. Love can build a bridge. Love and only love between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? That chorus one more time. Love can build a bridge. Love and only love between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Don't you think? Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
Thank you. My favorite song. Aren't we blessed to have such great music? So, most of the months after I talk on a Sunday, my mind starts processing, what am I going to speak about next month? It's a little easier than it was when it was every week or every other week, but still, I start thinking about it. Like, what will my core message be? What metaphor or story do I want to share? Well, this month, I had a little challenge. And it kind of made me laugh as it processed. Right after my last talk, I started on a talk where I actually had quite a bit of it written called Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And it was to be a metaphor for going with the flow instead of trying to row upstream when life's not working. So on the first Sunday of November, Courtney shared her tattoo with us. And she explained how it reminds her to allow herself to be transformed by the presence of Spirit within. And then she talked about going with the flow. Didn't she know that was my message? And she had us sing, row, row, row your boat. Now, how does that work? I gotta be more careful what I'm putting out. So I thought, not a problem, no problemo. I have plenty of time to create a talk about something else. And so I decided to talk about the upcoming holidays and how we need to be aware of how and where our egos show up. So I started a talk called The Sneaky Ego. Then on the second Sunday, that guy I live with talked about the prescription for an inflamed personality. And he talked about when we feel righteous or victimized, entitled or needy. And yes, he talked about our egos in action. So I thought to myself, in fact, I even kind of said it to him, well, you know, you kind of stole my thunder, but it's not a problem. I'll create a talk about healthy egos. So lo and behold, last Sunday, Ann and Magira gave a wonderful talk about compassion communication. And their core message was looking at our formative years and how our you got it, how our egos developed and how they still control us until we spend time looking at them and healing. So my talk today should be called The Wrap. Because I'm going to wrap some of what was presented each Sunday this month into my talk. And I'm adding a touch of sweet sauce. Kindness. I'm going to talk about kindness. And kindness is the sweet sauce of life. It has been said that the thoughts of one person have the power to cancel out all negative thoughts of several people. And it's not scientifically proved, but we know that, don't we? We feel positive energy when we're kind to somebody. Rumi expressed it like this: just as the heart becomes carefree in a place of green and growing plants, goodwill and kindness are born when our souls enter happiness. In 1 Corinthians chapter 16, the Apostle Paul wrote, "Let all you do be done with love." And kindness is an expression of love. And of course, Jesus, our teacher and example, demonstrated kindness for us. So here's an example of what kindness can do. One day, a long, long time ago, in a quiet village, there lived a gardener who loved tending his flowers. He grew roses and iris and sunflowers, and he brought joy to everybody in the community as they passed by and saw it. A wild thorn bush, has nothing to do with my name, grew wild at the edge of the garden. Unlike the flowers, it scratched anyone who came near. Children avoided it. The neighbors complained about it because it ruined the beauty of the place. The gardener's friends urged him to cut it down. It gives us nothing but pain if we brush into it, they said. But the gardener replied, every plant has a purpose. Perhaps it only needs care. So instead of destroying it, he watered the thorn bush, cleared the weeds around it, and spoke gently to it. Over time, the thorn bush softened. Its sharp branches began to sprout small, tiny, white blossoms, unusual flowers that no one had ever seen before. The villagers were absolutely astonished. How did this cruel plant become so gentle, they asked. The gardener smiled. Kindness is like sunlight. Even the harshest thorn cannot resist it forever. Some of us have thorn bushes in our family or in our groups of friends. They criticize, manipulate, or just ignore us. Often they're just angry or plain old mean. Some of them seem to enjoy stirring everyone up as they fling about their negative energy with their words and actions. They are the people who seem to drain our energy, drain our joy, instead of lifting our spirits. Many families have stories about an Aunt Ruth who always complains about the turkey being dry and the kids being too loud. Or there's that time, the stories about an Uncle Joe who had too much to drink and fell into the Christmas tree. So how do we be kind in the face of thorns? How do we be kind when we don't feel kind. So let's be honest. Kindness is really easy here. We give it to each other. It's easy when it's returned. But when our kindness is met with coldness, sarcasm, or rejection, it doesn't feel good. I believe that kindness matters most when it's hard, when it takes an effort. I try to remember that kindness isn't always a feeling. It's a decision. Feelings are real, but they don't always have to be in charge. I can choose to be kind even when I don't feel like it. And that line happened to me this week, and the evening turned out to be really pleasant. So a friend once said to me, hard kindness is holy kindness. Hard kindness is holy kindness. When we're kind, despite our mood, despite how we're being treated, we're not being fake. We're being faithful to our spiritual principles. In unity, we affirm that every person is a spiritual being, even when their behavior doesn't reflect it. So we do our best to look beyond the appearances and acknowledge our oneness with them, even when it's difficult. Now, that doesn't mean we excuse harmful words or actions, but we do our best to try to see the person behind their struggles. We can ask ourselves, what pain might they be carrying? What fear is behind their behavior? And for sure, we ask ourselves, can I respond from my higher self and not my ego? Sometimes. We need to be aware because the ego tries to claim ownership of kindness. You can catch yourself thinking, look at how good I am. I'm generous with everybody. I'm so good. So in many spiritual traditions, kindness is seen as a force that can bypass the ego. It's a busy time of the year for all of us. Some of the challenges we might have in the next few days or weeks are feeling hurt, being irritated, you know that feeling, or you're just plain exhausted. So I have a story, and I keep it in my talk folder, and I read it to myself every year. And it's sad. It's going to touch your hearts. And yet it reminds me to be patient with myself and others. The story is called The Gold Wrapping Paper. As old stories go, once upon a time, there was a man who worked very hard just to keep food on the table for his family. This particular year, a few days before Christmas, he punished his little 5-year-old daughter after learning she had used up the family's only roll of expensive gold wrapping paper. As money was tight, he became even more upset on Christmas Eve when he saw that the child had used all of the wrapping paper to decorate one box. And she put it under the Christmas tree. He was also concerned about where she'd gotten the money to buy what was in the shoebox. Nevertheless, the next morning, the little girl, filled with excitement, brought the box to her dad and said, "This is for you, Daddy," as he accepted the box. The father was embarrassed by his earlier overreaction, now regretting that he had punished her. But when he opened the shoebox, he found that it was empty. And again his anger flared. "Don't you know, young lady," he said harshly, "when you give someone a present, there's supposed to be something in the package?" The little girl looked up at him with sad tears rolling down her face and whispered, "Daddy, it's not empty. I blew kisses into it until it was all full." The father was crushed. He fell on his knees and put his arms around his precious daughter. He begged her to forgive him for his unnecessary anger. An accident took the life of the child only a short time later. And it is told that the father kept this little gold box by his bed for all the years of his life. So whenever he was discouraged or having a difficult time, he would open the box and take out an imaginary kiss and remember his beautiful child. So the father expected to find a gift inside the box, right? It's an expectation that we take for granted when somebody gives us a wrapped box, right? The father was irritated. And at the same time, he was hurt because he expected a gift. And the girl was hurt because she put her love into the box. Often over the years, people have come to me to talk to me because they were hurt by the actions or inactions of another person. Time and again, it was about their expectations of others. And an example that has stayed in my mind was the woman who came to talk to me who had expected her son to come for Thanksgiving dinner, and then he didn't show up. And when I asked her what he said when she invited him to come for dinner, her answer was, "Well, he knows I always fix Thanksgiving dinner for him." But that year, her son had taken his girlfriend on a cruise. I have found that people have expectations of others, and it's just that they forget to communicate what they're expecting the other person to do. Expectations, can be tricky because they often set us up for disappointment when the reality doesn't match what they picture is in their minds. Years ago, I let go of expecting others to do certain things. And the result has really been wonderful. When you don't expect something and something shows up, it's a surprise, it's a gift. So I set intentions of what I want to manifest in my life with a deep appreciation for what does show up. In spiritual terms, expectations are attachments. Letting go of attachments is a practice of freedom. Instead of expecting, you can trust. Trust that people will act from where they are, and trust yourself to respond with wisdom and grace. In a very real sense, each of us has been given an invisible golden box filled with unconditional love. unconditional love and kisses from our children, family, friends, and God. Love is the most precious possession any one of us can have. And it doesn't always show up in the way we anticipate it should. So, we don't be discouraged. We don't be disappointed because we didn't have an expectation. It shows up. Life shows up for us. And it's a gift that we can't even imagine how wonderful it's going to be. So in closing, I just want to tell each one of you how very thankful I am to be part of your spiritual family. When we came here 4 years ago on the first Sunday of November, my thing was, yes, we'll gladly come and help you out when you don't have a minister. But as long as when we do get a minister, can we still be part of this family? So I solved that problem, huh? So may your life be filled with warm blessings as you celebrate the upcoming holidays. Namaste.
Just gonna do it. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is everywhere, and every thought's indeed a prayer.
Deep breath. As you exhale, just soften your shoulders and do your best to go from your mind, your busy mind, to your loving heart. And remind yourself, I am here. I am safe. I am alive. And I invite you to bring to mind a simple blessing. The sound of a loved one's voice. A gift that nature has given you. think about someone who's touched your heart and inwardly whisper, thank you. Thank you for the trees. Thank you for our families. Thank you for our friends. Thank you for the joy that fills this place. And as you let your mind think about the people in your life, be grateful for the people who've shown you kindness. With each thought, each breath, breathe in gratitude and breathe out peace. Kindness, it's all around us. We receive it and we give it. And it bonds us together. It's how it's supposed to be. So I invite you to go into the silence for a little bit. And let your mind wander as you bring forth people who've touched your heart, who've been kind when you didn't expect it. So we center in that place of those who've touched us. So we hold those people, those thoughts in our mind and in our hearts. Gratitude, it's not just a feeling, but a way of being. So when you're comfortable, open your eyes gently, carrying this sense of thankfulness into your day, into your week. God bless you. And so it is. Amen.
May the blessings of God rest upon me. May God's peace abide in me. May God's presence illuminate my heart now and forevermore. May the blessings of God rest upon you. May God's peace abide in you. May God's presence illuminate your heart now and forevermore. May the blessings of God rest upon us. May God's peace abide in us. May God's presence
So, good morning. It's Thanksgiving week, and there's a little word that's always linked to Thanksgiving, and that's abundance. We are so abundant as a community with the wisdom that Sharon and others share with us on a weekly basis. And how about the abundance of music that we have in this community, the many talents of so many of you, and the abundance of love. I feel it within each and every one of you as I interact with you on Sunday mornings and at other events. So as we think about abundance, we can have abundance or we can have lack or scarcity. And I trust that this morning, as we approach our offering, that you give out of that sense of abundance in your life. In fact, if an offering, sir, raises a sense of scarcity, I won't have enough, I'd invite you just to pass the offering plate, because we don't want anyone feeling that there's not enough. So let's have our ushers come forward and bless this offering. Bless the abundance that we have together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
I'd like to welcome my band up.
I don't need no fancy clothes. Where'd you get them? Goodness knows. Just some civility. Act nice and gentle to me. I don't need no luxury, long as you are understanding. I'm not difficult to please. Act nice and gentle to me. Well, I'm not the kind of guy who likes to take you as I found you. So throw away those false eyelashes. Act nice and gentle to me. Understand. Act nice and gentle to me. You gotta act nice and gentle to me. Peter Parnick. Understand, you gotta act nice and gentle to me. One more time, you gotta act nice and gentle to me. Got some distortion for you this morning. Okay, sorry.
Thank you, Elise and Peter. And who's back there in the back? Gerald, okay. So, shall we go with our little light?
Do it.
Good.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I say, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I said, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I said, here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. I said, here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Here on the corner of Lines and Vine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine one more. Let it shine, let it shine, oh, let it shine.
Good morning. We applaud for ourselves, don't we? Absolutely. It's great. Good morning, everybody. We had fun this morning. I understand that our drum playing kind of fit in with the reading there a little bit. Sorry about that, but we are practicing, and it was fun. We were having a good time. We're doing some stuff for the Christmas program on the 21st, so we were rehearsing. Yeah, so we had a fun day. Guys, anybody want to say anything in particular? We've got Santa's Workshop coming up on December 13th. So please remember, bring all the kids you can think of. Just let me know how many, so we know that Santa has enough for everybody. But that's it. We're having a good time. Bye.
That's Nancy Hughes, our esteemed youth and family coordinator. So thank you. And in your bulletin, there are a lot of activities around the holidays, so trust that you'll want to participate with us in them. Okay. Had enough for today? Should we hang around some more? Want to go to lunch? Time's up. Okay, we have the prayer of protection and the peace song, so let's all circle up. Okay, together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.